Hello and welcome to Sports This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
I am Tayo Salam. Many thanks for joining us again.
Right, let's start off with the show with the Nigeria Professional Football League, where Akwa United, they reclaimed the top spot in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Yes,
it was a very narrow victory that ensured their return to the top of the Nigerian Professional Football League after match day 24 rather. Also on the show, let's go to Kigali, Rwanda, where we have our inaugural BAL champions, and none other than Zamalek Basketball Club of Egypt. They absolutely annihilated USM in the final played yesterday.
They just won by 13 points, Tayo.
13 points is a lot in basketball.
It's a lot in basketball. when your favorite,
exactly.
When your favorite for the tournament, when USM, they will have to try again next time. Also on the program, we'll talk tennis this morning. The French Open has started, and there's a big casualty
already.
I mean, not just good enough. That's just what Dominic Thiem on the day. How do you lead 2 games up and then drop the last 3? He was on court for nearly 4 hours, 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours, but then he was knocked out by Anduja. Remember that guy, right?
Of course, I remember Pablo Anduja. What a game was, Cecilia. I was watching this game between Thiem and Anduja, and Thiem looked well in control. 2 sets up. It's okay, let's just wrap it all up in the 3rd set and go and rest a bit and get ready for the 2nd round. But this guy decided to rain on Thiem's parade, and that's why we have a first major upset at the French Open in the very first round. Dominic Thiem out.
The Prince of Clay is out. Okay, and that's what we're starting off the show, because it's only right to start off the show with Dominic Thiem knocked out of the French Open. I mean, he considered this game and said he was not just there.
It's a very tricky situation, very interesting situation that Osaka will have to try and resolve along with the organizers of the Grand Slams. Of course, mental health is very important, and the organizers of these majors, they know this as well too, and they're trying to help the players. And Osaka, hopefully, we'll see if she rescinds a decision to snub the media at the French Open. Day 2 action will continue today. Very interesting fixtures. We're looking forward to seeing the likes of Roger Federer in action. He's going to take on Denis Istomin. There's also Daniil Medvedev as well, who will be in action. Yannick Sinner as well as Joe Wilfred Songa. That's for the men's singles. In the women's singles, there's going to be Iga Swiatek, my girl, tipping out to retain this title again. I know it's still very early. She's going to be in action. Serena going for number
24. No pressure on her, but the media keep posting on. I think there's anybody that should boycott this conference.
It's Serena, right?
Just meaning, when are they going to get number 24?
I know, she hears that all the time. Sophia as well, Ostapenko, Bianca Andreescu.
I mean, after that's her US Open, she's not been able to come back to win anything else again. Okay, there you have it. You know, Taya mentioned all the guys that will be in action earlier. Medvedev, you have Denis Istomin and Roger Federer, of course, Joe Wilfred Songa and Nishioka, the guys in action today. Okay, we're going to be leaving tennis. Now, yes, you saw pictures of Kuznetsova and Victoria Azarenka. It was a straightforward win. Yeah, it went to 3 sets, but then Victoria Azarenka beat Kuznetsova 6-4 to 6-3. You saw those pictures earlier. We leave tennis now and talk football, but not the regular football, you know. We're talking about mini football, yes? What's mini football? It could be 5 aside, 6 aside, or 8 aside. You find out now. Yes, we've talked about it on the show on Sport Tonight, specifically with Austin Okonakma, you know, talking, especially when they just came to Nigeria, when they started the tournament. Well, right now, we're going to be hosting the Nations Cup. Yes, that's the story right now. We'll be hosting the Nations Cup. And these are pictures that, you know, coming from the previous one where Nigeria beat South Africa by as much as 7-1. But I love the fact that, yes, we're good at this particular tournament. The General Secretary of the association, that's Nigerian Mini Football Association, talking about David Adewoye. He will be joining us on the program to talk about this Nations Cup they want to host. They want to host this year and see how Nigeria will be able to pull off this kind of hosting. Good morning, sir. It's good to have you join us this morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're loud and clear.
Okay. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mini football tournament is coming to Nigeria. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, mini football coming to Nigeria is it's a blessing. It's something that's still going to unify the entire country. It's getting our youth out of social vices, and most especially this restiveness that has been the order of the day. So we deem it fit to try as much as we can to complement the conventional football with this mini football. Because a lot of people could not make it in the conventional football, and automatically they should be able to do in the mini football. And as the name connotes, it's mini football, which is a ground where the old folks and the youth, the upcoming one, can always meet and play nice football. And Nigeria joined in 2018, and since then we've been trying all our possible best to push it forward, and it's working. The acceptability from the federal level to the states, the grassroots is enormous. So we are on ground.
Okay. We're on ground indeed. And let's talk more about the Nations Cup. In terms of a team for Nigeria, what is the process like at the moment? Are we going to have a screening exercise to put this team together to give the country a good representation?
Yeah, definitely. At the moment, the first training session happened today, and we have about 25 players that attended the first training session. We actually invited 3 players from each state that are members of the association through the chairman of the state chapter. And right now, as I speak, some are the North Central just arrived a couple of about an hour ago, and we're expecting more from the south because of the curfew that happened in the southeast. So most of the players that were supposed to arrive yesterday could not, but definitely they will be arriving tomorrow. So we have all the information that everything is fine with them, and they will be arrived. They will be at the camp by tomorrow, God willing.
Okay, interesting to note that. I mean, you said 3 states will be invited because they are members of the association. Why do we still have 3 states? I mean, you said since 2018, that's when it came to Nigeria. This is 2021. Expecting that it should be able to grow. Right, okay.
No, we have about 25 states now that are still member of.
Okay.
So we because of the association is still at its teething process now, sponsorship and all what have you. So we just have to cut it to 3 players per state that are members. The state chairman, they had their own mini screening in their state. So they decided to bring forward 3 players per state.
Now, the question I want to ask is how many countries will be taking part in this tournament and the chances of Nigeria maybe winning it?
Thank you very much. We're having 16 countries from Africa that will be in Nigeria for that will participate for the competition. And even the maiden edition that Nigeria participated, we were the best. We were one of the best national team that participated. So definitely, we have taken the bull by the horn, and Nigeria as a giant of Africa. Now we're trying to pass a signal to the entire world, and we have the able hands are handling the boys, and USA '94 was just like the dream, like yesterday, and that really brought the entire football thing in Nigeria. So we are using this as well to send a real signal to the entire world. And now we are hosting, and we are hosting to win. And we definitely want to make an impact. We are getting support from every nook and cranny of the country, and we're still using this opportunity to still yearn for more. We are Oliver Twist. We're begging for more. The National Assembly have been very very supportive. The Senate Committee on Sport and the House of Representatives Committee on Sport, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport, the Oyo State government as well, the host state. So we have every opportunity to bring this. Though it's not been easy. We are Spartans. We're Spartans of Eagles of Nigeria. But definitely, Spartans they are strong and from very. So we actually want to host and win, because this is going to be qualifier to the fourth edition of the World Minifootball Cup in Kyiv, Ukraine next year. So definitely Nigeria has to host and win so that we can qualify for the next World Cup.
Interesting. Spartan Eagles, that's quite the name, you have to say. Wish you guys all the best in this competition. Hopefully you're able to win it. The date is July 8th to 17th, right?
Definitely.
All right.
And the draws have been slated for 9th of June.
Okay.
We're expecting more than 30 VIPs from all over Africa to be in Nigeria for the program. So it's going to be wow.
It's going to be wow indeed. All right, David Adewoye, thank you very much for joining us on the show to shed more light on this Africa Mini Football Nations Cup. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Quite appreciate it.
All right, there you go.
Spartan Eagles.
Yes, I love that name. Spartan and Eagles. As
you know what Spartans means? You guys just have to win because that's when the name will really suit you.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Let's get on with the show now.
NPFL, yes, we have changes in the top three, right? But then let's take a look at the results coming from Nigeria Professional Football League match day 24. The game between Ifeanyi and Rangers, where it didn't produce any goal at all, ended goalless. Nasarawa and Adama White was by a lone goal. Nasarawa win by a lone goal. Plateau United at Canopilas also another game I was expecting goal first. Ouch. It didn't happen. Yeah. Plateau have a way of scoring 3-4 at home, but they couldn't get one. Again, Canopilas ended goalless. Heartland and Eimba, I don't know what happened on Sunday, ended goalless also. Now, these are the games we expected goals. Now, if you check 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 results so far, just 1 goal scored. Now, flip over to the other side. That's when you start seeing the goals coming.
On the flip side, this fixtures that you're talking about expecting goals, because a lot of those teams are so evenly matched, and it makes it competitive.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes you struggle to see, goals in those kind of games.
But wait, the teams, when you're playing at home, teams like Plateau United, Eimba, you know that at least you get one.
Yeah, but look at the oppositions. Canopilas is Heartland. These are big sides as well, too. They're like derbies. So they come and they want to frustrate the host as much as possible and perhaps get a point.
And that's what they all did.
That's what they did.
Rangers, Canopilas, and Heartland got a point away from home. Aqua United, yes, they were expected to win after 2 draws back-to-back. So they won against Kwara United, ended 2-1. Kwara scored the goal late in the game. MFM and Dakada here in Lagos, it was by a lone goal, MFM winning. Lobby Stars and Sunshine Stars winning 2-1. Sunshine Stars, of course, we know their coach has left them. Still no win for them. Lobby winning 2-0. Lobby needed to bounce back, and they did. Katsina, where it was lost 1-0 away at Katsina. That's the game between Dakada and MFM in Lagos in Gege. And, of course, for this particular game, well, we expected so much, from MFM. But MFM usually, once they score a goal, that's just the end. But they didn't score this in first. It was not until 65th minute before they could get the goal. And that's the goal right there, worthy of a winning goal. And they got that, and that was it for them. And Dakada just couldn't live up, and that's how they won by a lone goal. And that was enough for them. That's all they needed.
Another fantastic 3 points.
Oladayo Alabi, 67th minute.
MFM. Serious purple patch for MFN. I can't remember the last time they lost a game now. They're winning. They're not conceding goals. They're not scoring much either. But they're getting all the 3 points. And that's all that matters after a very shaky start to the season. They seem to have stabilized now. And they're looking up the table. And you never know where they will end the season. Let's get the post-match thoughts, first of all, coming from the MFM camp.
Well, so we're working so very hard. We still continue. We will not allow the result to enter into our head. We still continue to play until the end of the season. We need to find ourselves where we're supposed to be. And that is why we are still going to fight more and get away points to our points. We are going to play a better side than Enugu Rangers. I'm still going to go there. We are not going to go there as if we want to just play another match. We are going there to play every other match as if there is no other match again, which we are still going to make sure we get a point out of it.
Olalekan Gabriel, that's the MFM coach, of course, delighted with that victory over their opponent, Dakada. As of course, the Dakada coach, not exactly happy that they lost in Lagos.
It turned out to be this way. So we take it in good faith. And everybody saw what happened. I think that's it. We'll go back and see what we can do, I hope. To me, we're still doing well because it's a team that have been losing players awfully, and we're rebuilding. So I think we're doing well. We're not doing badly at all. We'll be getting results. It's like any other league match. It's usual. We'll go home, we'll see what we can do, and take our points too. That's a normal thing.
Dakada FC coach, the 12th on the log. Not too bad, 33 points. I don't know what expectations that they came into the season with, but you heard what the coach said. He says they're not doing bad.
Badly, yeah.
Seems everything is going according to how
it doesn't mind being at the bottom half, the other half of the table, because MFM were able to crawl out of that position, and right now they are 9th on the log, which is great for MFM because, as you mentioned, they've been consistent, picking points away from home and also getting all the victories they need. So even if just by a lone goal, they're okay with that because they're getting the result. Next is going to be, you heard him talking about it?
Tough one.
Yeah, the Rangers. See how they'll be able to do that.
All right, let's see what the table is looking like. Of course, there's a change at the top. Aqua United are back after their 2-1 win over Kwara United. And Cecilia has said it a couple of games, a couple of match days ago that we need to start taking our Kwara United serious. And you said, still so many games to play. Agreed. But with the way they've played in the last month or couple of months.
But that's dropping 4 points in 2 games was really, dropped 2 points at home.
They're going to drop points. They're going to drop points. Teams are going to drop points.
But they should be careful because Cannon Pillars are just, they're on top based on goal difference.
Yeah.
That's what you have. So Cannon Pillars will just keep pushing.
Yeah, so Pillars, Aqua United,
Nasarawa is flexing
as well too.
Okay.
All the sides.
Yeah.
It's still a long way to go. Let's just leave it that way. 14 games until the end of the season, so a lot can still happen.
Yeah, we have games for today completing the match day 24 from Nigeria Professional Football League. Rivers United will be up against Wiki Tourists. And of course, you have Jigawa Golden Stars and Abia Warriors are the games to look forward to today. And that's we conclude the match day 24 of Nigeria Professional Football League. Can we run through NNL quickly before we go to the UEFA Champions League? Of course, we know we have to talk about it. Yes, it happened on Saturday. And Chelsea, they are the winners. Congratulations to the Deep Blues, right?
Yeah.
The Deep Blue. That's what they're called, not the Sky Blue. Okay, but then we'll be joined by Frank Edoho. You know him, who wants to be a millionaire, right? Okay.
Super Chelsea fan.
Super Chelsea fan, yes. As a TV personality, will be joining us this morning to talk about the UEFA Champions League. How it feels like, having Chelsea winning their 2nd trophy. The first time they won was in 2012, and 2021, they're winning another one and beating a team like Manchester City, who were actually tagged as favourites to win the trophy. Good morning, Frank. It's good to have you join us on the program.
Good morning. You people are looking handsome and beautiful.
Thank you. You're looking cute too.
Thank you.
Okay, Chelsea. Did you see the result coming? Chelsea beating Manchester City to win the trophy. Did you see that result coming at all?
No. Well, to be truthful, to be honest, I saw it coming. I had a bit of hope, more than our 2012 encounter with Bayern Munich.
Okay.
They have beaten Manchester United twice in a span of a fortnight. So we beat them twice. So I had a bit of, confidence that we may get in there. But as finals of Champions League, they can go south incredibly quickly. Yeah. One mistake, one bad officiating, or maybe one handball and everything just goes down the drain. Yeah. But everything went perfect, and our coach was ready tactically to, go ahead and, clinch the trophy for Chelsea. It's just wonderful that this man just came to Chelsea like 5 months ago or so, and now we are Champions League winners. So we went from being the butt of jokes of the whole footballing world to the accolade of legends in football.
Because that's in your face
The
right
summary.
there for the Chelsea
Yeah.
haters in quotes. Because for whatever reason, a lot of them were just willing Chelsea to lose that game. I don't know why.
They don't want the noise.
Yeah. Anyways, I am Frank.
But there's
Okay?
no noise now. There's no noise.
Yeah. Everywhere is
They
quiet.
didn't want the noise, but now there's just calm. Everywhere there's calm. There's peace, be still. So that because we know the whole world was against Chelsea, but once again, proved them wrong.
Yeah, proving them wrong. Once again, that's what Chelsea did. And going into that final, Frank, I told my friends, my mates, that Chelsea, it was actually 80-20 in favor of Chelsea to win that game. For whatever reason, I just had that confidence. Like you said, 2 wins in a row and all of that. But as soon as I saw the lineup from Pep Guardiola, and, okay, expectedly didn't see a striker, fine. Then you go to the midfield, and there was no Fernandinho, there was no Rodri, no DM whatsoever. My chances of Chelsea winning increased to 95%. Wasn't as a surprise to me at all that Chelsea took full advantage of that area to exploit and get the goal eventually.
In fairness to Pep, the thing about football geniuses is that they'll try one tactic. If you look at it and you say, oh, he's crazy. But if it works, you call it a masterclass. If it doesn't, everybody will be like, why didn't he do this? He was just tweaking it. You don't see, give Pep the props. Pep is a footballing genius. And he can do anything, just something out of the box. And before you know it, when he clinches it, he will cement his position as one of the greatest coaches ever to be committed to the world of football. So I feel he tried an experiment. It didn't work, Not that he was careless about it. It was being tactical because Tuchel has some football wizardry. I mean, how can you leave a club, come to a club in 5 months and, I think it was Gary Neville that was saying the other day that Chelsea shouldn't be this good, this fast. It shouldn't be, because I don't know what are they drinking there at Cobham, but Tuchel has managed to tweak a team that was the laughing stock of the football world. And we won the Champions League. So don't blame Pep. Don't blame Pep. Pep was just trying to be a genius, but it didn't work.
Not against Chelsea, of course. Frank, let's take a listen to Thomas Tuchel now explaining the tactical setup for this game against City. Of course, Pep Guardiola as well has been justifying his team selection.
To start, so he chose a very offensive lineup, a very technical lineup. It was very hard to steal the balls and to recover the balls. Everything else we more or less expected. We expected that they want us to pin on the side, very, very wide. So it was very important that we step out with Aspi and Tony constantly out of the back five to support our midfield. It was important to stay in a block in the front five to avoid diagonal switch of play for number 10. So this is what we tried to implement and try to follow. It was a strong bond. We were absolutely sure that we need to play with a strong bond and with a genuine belief, and this is what we did.
I tried to selection the best to win the game. The players know it, and I think Gundogan played good. We're exceptional, and we missed a little bit to break the lines in the first half. The second half was much better. We had almost chances, not really clear, but for the defensive structure for Chelsea is not easy, but they didn't have neither. So they had the goal, Werner in the first half, and Pulisic the second didn't have more. We struggled a little bit for the long balls they used, the second ball, and after they run. In that moment you need the inspiration, the quality, and it was 3 or 4 moments, the crosses to the byline to score a goal. We didn't arrive. But I would like to say it was an exceptional season for us. It's a dream being here. Unfortunately, we could not win. It's the first time for most of us in this club. And we tried, we could not do it, and worked to come back one day.
Right.
Pep Guardiola justifying, defending his team selection against Chelsea in the final of the UEFA Champions League. Ended up backfiring. Like Frank said, some of these experiments, sometimes if it works out, Pep looks like
Tactical
a genius. Yeah, masterclass.
Masterclass.
But if it doesn't work out, you end up
you
with
get all the blame.
a big-ass egg on your face, and you look like Pep Guardiola this morning.
Yeah, I think you heard what Coach Thomas Tuchel also mentioned, talking about the fact that he was surprised that there was no Fernandinho. He was even shocked.
Like,
he was
going
surprised
on?
by that. If that could surprise him, it simply means, well, Pep maybe underrated Chelsea, or maybe not, but he just feel going all offensive will definitely open up spaces. But they didn't have much chances at all during the game. Frank is back with us. Frank, on a lighter note, it's like whenever Chelsea wants to win the Champions League, they sack a manager and they bring in a new one. If you check 2012, when they won it against Bayern, it was Roberto Di Matteo who won it. He came on, when the season has already started. Andres Villas-Boas, wasn't giving Abramovich the result he needed, so he brought in Di Matteo, and Di Matteo went on to win the Champions League. But after that, the next season, he wasn't good at all because he fumbled. At the end of the day, he was fired. Now, for Thomas Tuchel, yes, we know he's a wonderful coach, but now he has won the Champions League for Chelsea. So how will next season be like? Because I've heard pundits talking about if you give this man money, he might just rule England for the next 2, 3, or 4 seasons. Okay, Frank is not back with us. I mean, once we get him, he will need to answer that question if Thomas Tuchel can really rule England. When Pep came on, I mean, he won the league, but he's yet to win the Champions League. But Thomas Tuchel, the way he turned this team around simply means this is the manager to watch out for next season.
Incredible, Cecilia. This is now the second manager, I believe, to beat Pep in the final. The other was Jose Mourinho. That was at Real Madrid and the Copa del Rey. So he's got something, obviously, Cecilia, and the way he's managed to turn Chelsea's season around. Chelsea were floundering.
Of course.
Under,
they were horrible.
Yeah.
And you know that they didn't even have new players coming in. Same players. I mean, it's the same players that Frank Lampard had. And most of them, he brought them in. And the ones he fizzled out, he brought them back into the squad. Yeah. And now they have a
lot of credit to Thomas Tuchel, definitely, for the incredible job he's done as a coach of Chelsea. We need to go on a break now. Unfortunately, we couldn't link up with Frank again, but I believe he's going to join us at some other time very, very soon. We need to go on a break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at the NBA playoffs. It's hotting up. The Lakers are in trouble. The Clippers have bounced back and are looking good for a place in the semifinals. Join us again. Welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. You saw Chelsea fans obviously very elated, ecstatic. Chelsea fans celebrating their second UEFA Champions League triumph. That was in Porto, but those celebrations were from the streets of London. Let's get on with the show now and talk about the Basketball Africa League. The inaugural edition has come to an end in Kigali, Rwanda. We have our champions, and not exactly a surprise that Zamalek are champions of this competition. It's the manner in which they dispatched USM. That is the issue right here. USM and Zamalek were the favorites coming into this game. But at the end of it all, it ended up being a very comfortable victory. But before we talk about the final, the third place match, Patriots couldn't handle the heat from the Petroleus Luanda. So very convincing 97-68
out of the top 3
victory for the Angolan side. And the final, like we said, USM losing 63-76 against Zamalek.
Yeah, you have Chinemelu Olono, 11 points and 12 rebounds. I mean, he was the player of the tournament, the player of the game for Zamalek. He ensured that USM will go home empty-handed. They were favorites coming into this tournament. Everyone has already said this trophy is for them because, you have the traditional national team. Defending champion, they won the last basketball, 2017. And now you have them were getting here, just couldn't withstand the firepower of Zamalek because somehow Zamalek just came from the dead and just took the lead, and they did not let it slip anymore.
Yeah, but you know Zamalek are a very good side as well
also,
when it comes to basketball in Africa, well-run side, and so not a surprise to me, like I said, it's just the manner and how comfortable the victory ended up being That's
you're expecting a very close game. Maybe
exactly.
3 points game or a 2 points game.
Exactly.
Or by 13 points.
Congratulations
That's
to
much.
Zamalek.
So
Better luck next time to the Rivers Hoopers or whoever represents Nigeria in the second edition.
Can we have a league, please, MBBF? Okay.
Playoffs.
All right.
Playoffs.
Playoffs, yes. The Lakers, it's good to know that the Clippers and the Lakers, yeah, their games are tied right now. I mean, two different teams here from LA, and that's what I mean. Let's take a look at some of the games I played last night.
Yeah, 4 games in total. The Knicks lost against the Atlanta Hawks 96-113. Trae Young, 27 points on the night. ATL lead that series 3-1. They can wrap it all up when they go back to New York. Also, the Lakers lost against the Suns, 92-100. Chris Paul, 18 points and 9 assists on the night. Devin Booker, Jay Crowder, 17 points apiece as the Suns level that series 2 apiece after losing 2 in a row. Also, we'll come back to that game shortly. The Nets, oh my goodness, Cecilia, look at that score.
Yes, I mean,
141 to
it's not an all-star game anyway. It's just a normal one. But when you have, I mean, the big threes, I mean, this guy's 42 points from Kevin Durant,
39 from Kyrie.
39 from Kyrie, and of course, James Harden had 23. They were on double-double, 39 points, 11 rebounds, 23 and 18 assists from James Harden. That's just take a look at the numbers. The 3 players alone, the numbers just enough for a team to win.
This is a record. Tied a record for the most from 3 players in the NBA playoffs. And this is what we expect from these 3 guys
of course.
When they're on court together. It's very ominous sign for the rest of the teams.
They were not just the only ones on high. Jason Tatum, after putting up 50 when they won game 2, but then somehow it had 40 here. And so that's why you have all those other players scoring 40, 39, and 23. They needed that because Jason Tatum had 40 points on the night.
Unfortunately,
Jason was on the losing side.
Do it alone.
He can't, yeah.
They're down 3 starters now, and it's
facing
going to be very
elimination.
tough. You don't see a way back for the Boston Celtics in this series. I expect Brooklyn to get the job done in Game 5. The Clippers, wow, the series is level. They absolutely manhandled the Dallas Mavericks 106-81. Kawhi Leonard, 29 points, 10 rebounds. Paul George, 20 points on the night. Western Conference Series tied 2 apiece. Quickly back to the Lakers and the Suns. They did not only lose this game, they also lost Anthony Davis.
There's another AD.
Who's
Andrew
that?
Drummond. He needs to step up.
Come on, there's only one AD. Anyways, but I get your point. Let's take a listen to the coach of the LA Lakers, Frank Vogel, as well as LeBron James are speaking after this game and the likely impact the loss of Anthony Davis might have on the team. There you go.
One of the best players in the world, so you have to adjust. And I thought we gave great effort in trying to overcome that loss, but certainly wasn't enough. All of our players, if they play within the system, they can execute and they can give offensive output. So that's what we're going to ask of our guys. And obviously, you look at deeper into your bench, to see if if there's other guys that are more needed now with AD out. If he's out for Game 5, and you make those decisions accordingly.
Well, obviously you have a game plan going into a game, how you want to execute offensively and defensively. And, the one thing that you can't predict if one of your, focal points go down. And obviously, that was big for our team, and being able to try to adjust on the fly after having a game plan was challenging for us. And but more importantly, the health of AD is what's most important for our ball club.
Okay.
There you go.
You got a game plan, and one is out, so he would need to step up. He's not just the only one. All of the players.
Absolutely. LeBron is going to have to shoulder a lot of the offensive load for the Lakers if they're going to have a chance to overcome the Phoenix Suns in the first round match up. He also mentioned Andre Drummond as well, so another opportunity for him.
That's for him to shine.
And
he got in the game when AD was out and James was out, so so he should be able to. Dennis Schroeder is another player also needs to step up. They need to give us like 30, 28 points.
If you know Andre Drummond very well, you know that he's not a player you can really depend on like that, especially in the playoffs. It's an opportunity to prove his doubters are wrong again this time around.
It shouldn't be.
There's levels to this game. AD is over there, and the other AD is, here. And it'll be very tough for the Lakers.
PG-13, right? Okay.
Anyways,
all right.
Let's look at some of the top performers quickly.
Right.
Kevin Durant, of course, stood out for the Brooklyn Nets, 42 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on the night in their very comfortable victory. Jason Tatum as well, too. Cecilia mentioned him earlier. That's KD. We're done with him now, of course.
So Jason?
Yeah,
40 points. He got 40 on the night.
0,
okay. So quickly, let's take him away and you had a career, Ivory. Okay, let's go to our tweets right now. Yeah. Noble Flyer Man is finally back. Okay. It says,
what is he saying?
Congratulations to Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel, and most especially Thiago Silva at 36, as he had come close on several occasions with AC Milan, PSG. I'm still in shock that we lost the Europa League, only as proving that he lacks the technical know-how that the game requires in 2021. So I think he was actually, that's why I say he needed a hug.
I am just glad that Noble Flyman is okay and doing well after that.
He's recovered.
After that disaster.
But he's still in shock.
Gorilla Adio got a message as well too. You're talking about the Grand Slam and Naomi Osaka. I support the Grand Slam organizers 100%. I think Osaka is beginning to allow fame and success get ahead. It's called a mandatory press conference for a reason. I see your point is very, very good, Gorilla.
Okay, Osaka says congratulations to Chelsea. I said last week that the match was going to be difficult. Any team that take their chance will win the match, which Chelsea did. They capitalized on Man City lineup, and I'm so proud of Chelsea, and I will keep supporting Chelsea.
All right, AGK Eze, we got a message as well to Chelsea won the USCL against all the odds. I'm still soaking it in. No matter the amount of hatred and opposition, you can achieve your dreams if you believe. Extra Time Sports, ABC got a message. Chimobi Victor as well.
Yeah, got a message. He's looking for where the cow was killed, right? Okay.
Yeah,
start searching.
We don't have that information.
I'm still looking for it, actually. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Do have a great day.
I am Taya Salam. Catch you again tomorrow.